Hi Dan, this is a weekly coffee video. It's much easier for me just to shoot this, but it does take time. I will let you know. It takes a solid half hour of my time, so we should probably talk going forward. I'm happy to do this like on a monthly basis for you, like once every 4 weeks, and I would ask for a fee. I think, but we can talk. I'm also happy just shooting you an email on this with raw numbers and without all the charts. If that would be fine for you, that I could do that in 10 or 15 minutes. Anyway, let's talk about. Let me start with this chart and end with this chart. This is kind of a bottom line right now. 112.65, as you can see, this is a weekly continuation chart. By the way, we are in the March contract now, so all of this reflects March 2020 contract. 112.65 is the start of a wide range up to 115.75 that I'll show you in a moment on the March chart that can contain buying through winter. And now that we're testing it, below which 103.60 is likely over the next several weeks. And in fact, holding below this area, the market should fall back over the next few months, possibly by the end of January, to 91.30 to 92.20. Again, I'll show that in a minute as well. On the other hand, if we close the week above 115.75, which I'll show you in a moment, that would indicate 126.40 within 3 to 5 weeks, possibly the 154.50 region as we continue into later 2020, and I'll show that in a moment as well. But let me go ahead and show you some of these other charts. We'll talk about 115.75 right now. It's actually 115.78 on the chart itself. So this is a well-defined channel structure on the March chart. This is the March 2020 weekly chart. And so that is the top of this range that can absorb buying really through winter trade. And, there is a case, I just mentioned 91.20 to 92.20 as an area that I'll show you in a moment that the market can fall back to, say, by the end of January. But really, overall, by the end of winter, over the next few months, this 84 handle is potentially in reach because of this well-defined channel structure. So keep that in mind. This is a real big area, this 112.65 to 115.75 area. If we happen to take it out, if we happen to close above 115.75 at the end of any given week, now let me actually do some forecasting for you, okay? So next week it's at 115.30. Okay, you might want to mark these down. This won't change. The following week, the first week of December, is 114.85. Okay, and then the following week after that, which is 114 even. Okay, so let me go through this here again. Right now, 115.78. Next week, 115.30. The following week of December 2nd, 114.85. And the week after that, December 9th, 114.35. And I'll finish with the week of December 16th is 113.90. Okay? That is the primary resistance for the March contract. You should write those down, keep this recording, because that's the area that, if settled above on a weekly basis, would then indicate 126.40 within 3 to 5 weeks. 126.40 this week. And I'm going to show you this as forecasting. Next week, 126.10. The following week, 125.75. The week of December 9th, 125.50. And finally, the week of December 16th, 125.15. That's your 3 to 5 week target if we close above 115.75. And in fact, let's take a look at the big picture, because this is that 126.40 area. If we close above these structures, 112.65 to 115.75, I think there's a very real chance this market curls up and heads north into the 154 handle over, let's put summer, autumn next year, summer possibly, okay? So a big buy signal if we close the week above 115.75. Let's talk downside. There's that 112.55 area. This is the weekly continuation chart. As you can see, 103.60 in reach over the next few weeks. And in fact, 91.30 to 92.20, say by the end of January. This true so long as we hold below this area we're currently testing, beginning at 112.65 and ending at 115.75. And just a reminder that holding below this area does allow the 84, 83 handle over the coming months. So I'm going to finish with this bottom line. Once again, 112.65 to 112.15.75. Big area. Our ceiling through winter, below which the 92 handle in reach over the next month, 2 or 3, and in fact that 84 handle over the next 3 to 5 months, as I mentioned. On the other hand, closing above 115.75. Allow for the 154 handle as we continue into later 2020. And that's all I've got to say for this coffee video.